CNET senior producer Dan Patterson joins me now from Las Vegas. So, Dan, what's the current status of 8chan, and is it still experiencing outages?
Yeah, Rena, for the last 36 hours, 8chan has been in flux. It has gone from the ClearNet, that's the regular website that you and I use every day, to the dark web. This is the encrypted internet that requires special software to access. But I checked it again late last night and it was back on the ClearNet. So right now they are in flux, but we can expect that dark web 8chan will be alive and well sooner than later.
And you know, Congress has summoned 8chan's owner, Jim Watkins, to come and testify. What do they want to know from him?
Well, Congress has asked Jim Watkins to speak about the site's propensity to harbor white supremacists and how the site has aided and abetted white supremacists. So it's really unlikely, however, that Mr. Watkins will testify. He is an American military veteran. He's in his mid-50s, but he also lives in the Philippines. So asking him or getting him to return to the United States might be a big ask.
And 8chan's owner defended his platform in a video. What did he have to say, Dan?
Yeah, this was a fascinating video, Rena. Jim Watkins posted content blaming Cloudflare. Now, Cloudflare is the company that helped protect 8chan from being DDoS. That's a distributed denial of service designed to take a website out. Cloudflare protects thousands of sites all over the world, and they're a very legitimate service. But Watkins said that this was politically motivated. Now, Cloudflare has posted their own blog and said that, hey, look, we had a hard time making this decision because law enforcement requires us or asks us to keep the site up so they can continue investigations. But they said at a certain point, using these arguments of free speech don't really hold water because we just don't want to be the platform that helps hate speech spread.
And so ultimately, let's say 8chan is shut down. Where does it go? You talked about it going to the dark side. What is the dark side and what would that look like?
Well, this is the dark web. So the dark web is just like the regular internet we use every day. These are websites with domains. However, instead of ending in .com or .net or .org, a regular top-level domain that you and I are accustomed to, dark websites use the .onion URL. Now, they also have hidden URLs, meaning you can't just type, say, cbsnews.com and go to a regular website. You have to use a kind of scrambled URL, which makes it hidden, makes it very hard to find, and you need to use encrypted tools that hide your IP address so that you become anonymous. However, this is really challenging. Most users of the internet would have a hard time doing this. So this means that 8chan's audience will, by default, become very limited.
All right, Dan, and what are experts saying is the best way to eliminate these types of hate-fueled websites online? Can you even contain them?
Well, containing hate speech has been the conversation here at Black Hat and with law enforcement experts all over the world. And there are a spectrum of different answers. On the one hand, we have been combating hate speech for hundreds of years. On the other hand, experts say that, look, you can take down a site like 8chan. You're not going to get rid of the behavior or the users, but what you will do is something very important, and that is increase the friction and the challenge of accessing sites like this, which helps prevent new users from being recruited into systems that are more extreme or radical.
Dan, as we're doing this segment, we just got a live update from Jim Watkins, the 8chan owner, who said that he's on his way back to the U.S. and he's happy to talk to Congress. So that has just come down as you and I were discussing this. I want to thank you so much, Dan Patterson, for joining us. Go ahead, Dan.
Thank you, Rena. Well, this is a fascinating development, and it will be very interesting to see what he has to say.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people want to hear from him. So it seems like he's en route or in plans to come back to the U.S. Dan, thank you very much.